A championship side when he was last in the Premier League at the helm of Chelsea. Resounding message against all forms of racism. And Tottenham Hotspur kick off at what is definitely one of their favourite away grounds. They've won on their last 6 Premier League visits here, and they're unbeaten in their last 10. It's 14 years since Aston Villa beat Tottenham here in the Premier League.
Yeah, Premier League history favours Tottenham. They're banging form as well, knocking the goals in, keeping teams out. So this is a major challenge for Aston Villa, not in good form themselves. They've achieved really their season's aims to avoid relegation, to get into a comfortable mid-table position, but they're going to have to play a big full 90-minute performance here because Tottenham will be right at it.
Immediately moving in to pressurise the goalkeeper, and Son there trying to get in the face of Ezri Konsa. Here's John McGinn as Villa look to play their way out. Cash back to Konsa, the boyhood Tottenham fan. Who finds Luca Digne, who's made premature exits in his last 2 starts in the competition. Sent on 10 minutes against West Ham, 13 against Wolves. Here's Kulusevski, looking to cut it back for Kane, but Douglas Luiz reached out to get it clear. And Philippe Coutinho, lovely move to get away from Romero, but just couldn't keep it in.
There's an early warning for Aston Villa, trying to play their way out from the back. The press was on from Tottenham, they lost it. And Kulusevski is the last player really you want on the ball, the form that he's in, running at you in your own penalty area.
Both teams have had managerial upheaval this season, and the great insistency of Antonio Conte is on fitness, on work rate. We've seen Matt Doherty improve tremendously. The manager himself has praised his great mentality to fight his way into this team and to keep his place.
Interesting to see how Aston Villa cope with the Tottenham wing-backs, the width that they play with. Villa under Steven Gerrard play 4-3-3, fairly narrow, so can they get their central midfielders, Ramsey and McGinn, out to those wing-backs to stop their influence?
Well, there will be a defensive job for Philippe Coutinho to do, to stop Spurs from breaking out. He was into Højbjerg then to concede the free kick. Here's Bentancur, a player who was on Aston Villa's radar before Tottenham nipped in to sign him, and what a signing he's proved to be. Kane starting from deep again and finding Matt Doherty. Here is Eric Dyer looking to cut her way through for Son. It's fallen for Kane. The strike at Cash. Son scores! What a start! Inside 3 minutes, the ball rebounds off the post, but what accuracy from Son on the follow-up!
Well, Tottenham mixing up their attacking game. They play it short into the feet of Harry Kane. Nothing arises from that. The ball goes back. They play a longer forward ball. And it isn't the greatest forward ball, but they're there to pounce when it's a poor defensive header. This should be dealt with. That's a poor header from Konsa. You know, Kane picks it up. It's the reactions, the quick reactions of Son. It's extraordinary. When that ball breaks his way, there's no panic. Beautifully composed, just tucks away. No chance for Martinez. This is a disastrous start for Villa. The last thing you want to do against a team in form is concede early, and that's exactly what's happened.
Well, a superb start for him. But for Steven Gerrard and Aston Villa, who've found themselves playing catch-up in too many matches recently, they've given themselves an uphill task already. Really was taken so well first time by Son.
Defensively, it's a long, straightforward ball. It's onto the head of Konsa. You've got to be dealing with that. If you're going to head it back down the pitch, you've got to clear Son and Kane, get the ball well out of danger, or head it out wide. They just gift it back to Tottenham and they're punished.
There's McGinn. First time ball across by Digne. Cleared by Davis. There's Cash. And it falls here for Coutinho. Bentancur momentarily had lost his bearings. It's Digne with a cross, and Watkins can't get near it. Here's Ramsey. Villa really shell-shocked by that opening. Konsa. Now McGinn. Here's Douglas Luiz. Coutinho. Dyer just slams it into the face of Luca Dino, took the full force of that.
There's no intent there from Eric Dyer, he's just looking to clear his lines. He's read the danger, stepped across, he's just looking to put this ball out of play or back up the pitch. And Dino with his desire to get to the ball. That's why he's so close to Eric Dyer, that when that clearance is made, there's no way he can get out of the way.
It's 4 goals in 5 matches against Aston Villa now for Son, who scored twice in a 3-2 victory here a couple of seasons ago, including 1 rebound from his missed penalty. And in goals terms, he's now moved ahead of Liverpool's Diogo Jota, 5 behind Mo Salah.
Most strikers in that position that Son was in would take a touch, assess where the goal is, decide how they're going to finish it. They'd waste 2 or 3 seconds, the chance would be gone. But with him, he knows exactly where he is, where the goal is, and he buries it.
Doherty was on the receiving end of this.
And Steven Gerrard was calling for Aston Villa to be aggressive in their approach. Cash doesn't do anything wrong there at all. It's a strong challenge, gets the ball. Yes, he catches Doherty. It seems as there's anything untoward there. But just as he follows through, he catches his man, and that's when Doherty's struggling.
Well, clearly some impact left on the knee there of Matt Doherty, who at one stage was vying for the right wing-back position with Emerson Royal, but now Antonio Conte has found a way to accommodate them both in the same team. It was one that was forced upon the manager by injuries elsewhere.
Defensively, Aston Villa, Steven Gerrard been very disappointed. A long, straightforward ball onto the head of a centre-half. Just seems to mistime the jump. Konsa just gifts it to Harry Kane. You probably feel Kane's going to score when that chance is gone. You maybe feel that Aston Villa could survive, but Son, how quickly he comes alive as the ball breaks his way, and brilliant finish once again from him.
Well, he's been rattling them in at home, Son. 9 in the last 9 there. He'd only scored 1 in 9 away games coming into this one. And historically, he's been used to living in Harry Kane's shadow in terms of Premier League goals, but he's ahead of his teammates so far this season. Here's Kane. Douglas Luiz. It's backed by Konsa. Højbjerg's header falling here for Coutinho, who gets away from Davis. He's got 2 up to his left. It's Ings. Tried to slide it through for Watkins when he had 2 coming to his left. Ramsey and Dino were both aiming to get there. It might have been a better bet.
That's brilliant play from Coutinho, and you're right, Danny Ings, just wrong choice going right when he should have gone left. There's another way that Villa play. Cash and Dino will push on from their full-back positions to provide the width for the team.
Here's Emerson Royal. Now Dyer. Højbjerg. This is Davis. Doherty. Højbjerg. Dyer forced to go long.
Tottenham have so many attacking options. They can use the width of the wing-backs. They can drop the ball into Harry Kane when he drops into pockets of space. They can turn teams around with Son's pace, and Kulusevski as well. And Kulusevski is also a player, get the ball into his feet and he can run at defenders. So many attacking options for Villa to deal with. Antonio Conte has got the balance of this team right. They're scoring bundles of goals. They're great to watch. The trio of attackers are sensational, but defensively very hard to break down as well. He's got everything right. He's worked the team very hard. They cover the most ground in the Premier League now. Under Nuno, they covered the least. So he's got a fit team, a consistent selection in that team as well. So everything going right for Tottenham, apart from maybe this injury to Doherty.
Yeah, it's looking dubious as to whether he'll be able to continue here. Matt Doherty still feeling the effects of that cash challenge from earlier, and for the second time, attention required.
You get a sense a few of the Tottenham players are not happy with Matty Cash in the way that he challenges here, but I don't know what else he's meant to do. His ball is there to be won. You know, he wins it. Again, that's not always a defence for a defender making a challenge, but it was just strong. Of course, he doesn't want to injure Doherty, but that's just that collision. That's why he's ended up with a knock.
Well, Antonio Conte is spoilt for choice in terms of replacements now. Sergio Reguilon, it seems, would be his first alternative, but Ryan Sessegnon is also back, having missed the last 4 matches because of a hamstring problem. It would be a blow, though, because Matt Doherty has just struck a level of consistency he'd been struggling to find at Tottenham.
He's also so consistent right or left, and that's so rare.
Maybe the painkillers will do the trick. A man who used to play his club football just 6 junctions up the M6 at Molineux. Seems pretty determined to give it a go and carry on, Matt Doherty. Steven Gerrard has won just 3 of his 9 home league matches in charge. And bridging the gap to the kind of teams whose levels he would like to reach. It's clearly going to be a long-term project.
Yeah, when he joined the club, they were in 16th, just 2 points above the relegation places. So first port of call was to keep Aston Villa in the Premier League. He's achieved that. I think his numbers compared to Dean Smith aren't stellar, but certainly defensively, Aston Villa under Steven Gerrard have been harder to break down.
It's Douglas Luiz. Away by Romero. Here's Harry Kane. Now Digne. Solid challenge from Christian Romero. Certainly tightened up that Spurs defence since he's found his feet. Here's Watkins. Coutinho. Cash with the strike, and it does come back off Hugo Lloris, but in a direction where it found Ben Davies.
That was a nice clean strike from Matty Cash, but there's no Aston Villa attacker following the shot in.
Here's Dyer. Now Bentancur. Spurs given that pre-match boost of Arsenal's surprise home defeat. Here's Harry Kane. It's Doherty. Højbjerg looked to place one. Douglas Luiz blocks it, and John McGinn gives it away to Bentancur. Here's Emerson Royal, who got his first goal for Spurs last week. Kulusevski.
That last Spurs attack, Harry Kane once again dropping deep, being the creator.
Ings. And towards Watkins, who was impeded by Christian Romero.
He just seemed to get leaned on by Romero there. It's an easy ball for him to deal with anyway. He's just get there first, and the strike, the centre half is kind of drawn in, being obliged to make the challenge, and fouls him.
Konsa, now McGinn. Coutinho. Coutinho pulls it back, Watkins. McGinn trying to weave a way through. And Watkins shows too much of it to Emerson Royal.
There's 3 Villa players there, could have got a shot away and didn't.
Here's Mings. McGinn. Ramsey. What a run from Jacob Ramsey! And it's a tremendous save as well from Hugo Lloris. But Ramsey giving Villa reason to believe here that they can get back into this one.
Well, Ramsey's development this season has been astonishing. Really positive play, just dances past defenders, and it's a brilliant save from Lloris. His positioning is outstanding. He's protecting that near post. He's so close to Ramsey as well. Very difficult to get your arm up quickly to make the save, but he does.
The favourite of Steven Gerrard, Jacob Ramsey, started every Premier League game bar one under the Villa boss. It's Douglas Luiz with the corner for Aston Villa. It's a poor corner, cleared by Højbjerg. And Coutinho at the second attempt gets it back to Cash. It's a fine ball out to Douglas Luiz. To resist Højbjerg's challenge, Emerson Royal loses out in the end to Coutinho. Digne deflected by Emerson Royal for another Aston Villa corner.
It's been a really good response from Villa to going behind. Didn't feel sorry for themselves, have worked their way back into the game and looked dangerous.
Konsa, after his poor clearance that eventually led to the goal, is among those looking to away by Dyer. Ramsey. It's Coutinho's cross. Now Digne. John McGinn had some force. Met with equal force by Hugo Lloris.
Well, that's a really powerful strike from John McGinn. It's a save that an international goalkeeper should make. It was right at him.
Here's Ramsey. Douglas Luiz. Ings tries to return it to him, and Son gets back. Well, Mings with a problem, then shoves Højbjerg out of the way. Challenge on Kulusevski.
Yeah, it's a really strong challenge. He wins the ball, but as I said before, that isn't a defence. If it's still dangerous with the follow-through, if you catch Kulusevski as he does, you know, VAR will have a look at this, because again, it's just that, is it overtly physical? Is it dangerous to Kulusevski? And to a degree it is, but he'll say, well, I'm playing the ball, and it's the follow-through is accidental.
Well, he hasn't been shown a card, and he can breathe a sigh of relief for that, Tyrone Mings.
There's been a couple of decent saves. Hugo Lloris, the one from Ramsey was better than this one, even though this save looks really spectacular. It's powerful, but the power shouldn't beat him. It is pretty much at him, so he should save that.
Well, for the third time, the medics had to come on to Matt Doherty, so it's clear he can take no further part in the game. And so Sergio Reguilon, who scored within a minute of coming on as a substitute in the comprehensive victory over Everton, when he came on at half-time, comes on here after 20 minutes. Here's Davis. Now Reguilon. It's a foul. Danny Ings.
Well, we see this so often when strikers coming across to block a forward ball. The way that Reguilon goes down, looks as if it could be a really serious challenge from Danny Ings, but Graham Scott's just got to keep a cool head here, just take his time. He saw again. VAR can give him some guidance if he needs it. Just seems to get that a little bit late, Danny Ings. I'm thinking he's looking to block the forward ball, and he accidentally catches Reguilon. Yeah, that's definitely what happens. He's not looking to go through the wing back there. He's looking to block the forward ball and catches him.
So a card for Danny Ings, which was a sanction escape by Tyrone Mings, and just as well really for the Villa captain, because he's on 9 bookings already this season, so suspension would be imminent if he was to pick up a yellow card. Douglas Luiz, here's Ramsey, now Coutinho, look for Watkins, Emerson Royal got back, Romero got to the ball. Digne, won back by Romero. Here's Ings. In slides Ramsey. Sliced forward by Romero. It's certainly a committed display from Aston Villa here as they look to ruffle Tottenham feathers.
Yeah, it's understandable. It's the way that Villa have to play, have to be aggressive, have to step on to Tottenham. It's something they haven't really done under Steven Gerrard. They've responded really well to going behind. They've dominated the ball, they've stepped on to Tottenham, they've created chances, and Lloris has been forced into making decent saves.
Well, the words of their manager, Steven Gerrard, would have been ringing in their ears, Aston Villa, about not really getting started until the 70th minute against Wolves. They've got a problem here. Jacob Ramsey, after that last challenge, actually did more harm to himself.
It was a thunderous challenge. Bentancur again, both players playing the ball, nothing wrong with that at all, but Ramsey coming off worse.
Well, Ramsey produced one of the best moments of the match so far for Villa, stopped by that man.
Yeah, I just wonder if Ramsey had his time again, would he go to Lloris's left here across the goal, looking to maybe catch him out at his near post, but wherever he goes, if Lloris saves it, it's a brilliant save. You have to credit the goalkeeper for getting his arm up so quickly to turn the ball away. See how close he is to goal there, Ramsey, but could he just maybe slid that ball along the floor to the keeper's left? Still a brilliant save from Lloris.
The goalkeeper who was culpable for the goal they conceded last week to Fabian Schär. Jacob Ramsey is going to be okay to continue. Douglas Luiz for now has just slipped in between Mings and Konza at the back. Here's Ramsey. Now Coutinho. Romero came out and was committed, but the ball to Luca Digne didn't favour the left back.
Yeah, it's interesting that with Luiz just dropping into kind of the back line to make it a back three, it then pushes on Ash and Digne to play really as wing backs and kind of match Tottenham up, so we'll have to keep an eye on that and see whether it continues to happen.
Here's Mings. Now McGinn. Watkins. Romero, such a difficult barrier to get around. Here's Son. Luiz closes him down. Felt he should have had the throw in as well, but it's gone the other way. Here's Dyer. Now Højbjerg. Davis. Reguilon.
It's a really poor forward ball from Reguilon. This is the phase of the game that Tottenham just need to get hold of the ball and take the sting out of the match, and he just wastefully drills that ball to the Aston Villa defenders, and they can build again.
It's a foul by Emerson Royal. Now Ramsey. Konsa. Here's Cash. Now Mings. Watkins. Coutinho spreading it to Cash. It's a foul by Romero.
It's just a bit naive, really, from Romero. He only sees the ball, he feels he has to go and get it. He's never going to get to the ball without fouling Cash, so again, he's just piling pressure on his defence.
Louise among the trios sizing up the options here.
It is a long way out, but if you're looking to shoot from here, the distance gives you the ability to get it up and over, up and down, and really test Lloris.
Coutinho flicks it over the top to Danny Ings, and he didn't really catch it cleanly at all.
Clean contact on the volley, and it's 1-1. Definitely onside as the free kick is taken. Really clever. He just doesn't make clean contact on it. So easy for Lloris in the end. Anything down the side of him, and it's an equaliser.
Well, Digne stood still. Watkins played it into an area where he expected the fullback to be, and he hadn't got there. Well, the response has been pleasing for Steven Gerrard, whose team started their response too late in the West Midlands derby a week ago, but they've given it a real go after the shock of conceding that third-minute goal.
Well, they have been the better team, apart from that defensive error which led to the goal. They've been pretty good.
Here's Coutinho, pulled back by Højbjerg.
And that's exactly what Villa need from Coutinho. Hard work off the ball, winning the ball back, high up the pitch. We know what he can do in possession, we've seen that already. Dropping into pockets of space and creating things, but working hard off the ball there. Putting a really combative midfielder in Højbjerg under pressure and getting fouled.
A yellow card for Pierre-Emile Højbjerg, and a free kick here for Aston Villa. Douglas Luiz to take. Conson was coming in around the back to try and unsettle Hugo Lloris, but he stayed focused.
Really confident goalkeeping, not easy to catch this. A number of keepers that were thought about just punching this clear under pressure. Sure, so far Lloris is in fine form.
Coutinho sets Watkins away, he's got Ings in the middle. They're coming together between Ings and Højbjerg, from which both have come off badly.
Well, it was a collision, but Højbjerg actually gets the ball. It's a brilliant recovery from the central midfielder, back helping out defensively. As the cross comes in, he gets to the ball first, and then he collides with Danny Ings, so it's not a penalty by any means.
Well, it's been a busy match for the medics, especially from the Tottenham quarters, with the early problems that Matt Doherty endured before his substitution, and then the subsequent injury to his replacement Reguilon.
I always worry with it coming together like this because neither player can kind of prepare themselves for it or get out of the way. Højbjerg only sees the ball, Danny Ings is thinking about scoring, so once that ball is cleared and then you accidentally collide like that, you can pick up serious injuries.
Well, some contrast in our games tomorrow. Emi Buendia will remember being sent off in a Norwich-Burnley game of old. Tomorrow's Super Sunday kicks off at 1 o'clock and is followed by a potential title decider that you can bet Steven Gerrard will have keen eyes on. Manchester City against Liverpool from 4 o'clock. And our coverage of the Masters, Day 3, is on Sky Sports Golf from 7:30 with Scotty Scheffler leading the way in Augusta. Well, Højbjerg looks to be moving all right. Ings was treading a little gingerly, but should be all right. Cash with the throw in here for Aston Villa. Goes back to Consul. Ings and Højbjerg have resumed duty immediately. Here's Tyrone Mings. Now Ramsey. McGinn. Pushing back by Digne here to Coutinho. There's Ramsey. It's Coutinho digging out across for Watkins.
I just can't get over it enough for Coutinho pulling the strings. With Ings and Watkins pretty much playing as a front two when they have the ball, Villa. Coutinho's dropping into pockets of space, really affecting the game. He digs out a magnificent cross. I don't think those Tottenham defenders expect the cross to come in. They feel that Coutinho's running out of pitch. Ollie Watkins, the timing of the jump is pretty decent, just can't get over the ball. If he keeps it down, it's 1-1. Another good chance for Villa. He's passed up.
Ollie Watkins has scored in Villa's last 2 matches against Spurs. The defeat there earlier this season and the win there at the back end of last season. Here's Watkins. Coutinho. Well, Coutinho's down injured.
There's a strong challenge this time from Romero again. Looks a strong challenge, but a fair one.
He's back on his feet. Here he is. Well against the right side of Luca Digne to be able to deal with that. Well, it's hard fought. It's been played at a decent tempo as well.
And again, it backs up the response from Aston Villa to going behind. They've been the dominant team. They've created chances. Steven Gerrard will be disappointed they've not equalised.
It's a challenge for Steven Gerrard to get performances out of a team who you might consider to be drifting. They've dropped a place to 12th. There's not really a lot to aim at between now and the end of the season in terms of achieving things, but clearly he's got his own players playing for their futures without warning after the Wolves defeat. Luiz with a corner, met by Kane. Coutinho got a touch. Digne does take charge in the end. Romero with a header away. Ings. Now McGinn. Kane emerges with it. Virtually since the goal, Spurs have had very few opportunities to get across the halfway line.
Well, McGinn, I think Steven Gerrard is saying it's shoulder to shoulder, but it was maybe slightly in the back of Harry Kane. That's what we've got to be careful of Aston Villa, the counter-attack. I think it is a nudge in the back. It isn't shoulder to shoulder. That's why the free kick is given.
He's not the most demonstrative manager, Steven Gerrard, but he had to, he felt, ask the question there. Here's Dyer. Now Romero. Aim for Son, Cash having to stay in control. Cleared by Mings with the intention of finding McGinn, but he's given it away to Bentancur. Kulusevski, now Emerson Royal. Son, good build-up this, but Ramsey in the end defended it just as Emerson Royal was looking promising for getting in.
Well, it's magnificent defensive tracking from Jacob Ramsey. At times young players can maybe switch off and not appreciate the forward run of a wing-back here. Emerson Royal, little layoff, little 1-2, but Ramsey stayed with him. And he's there to intercept, does really well.
It's the first time really since they've scored when Spurs have been able to knit anything together. Here's Coutinho, nice flick, Danny Ings. Watkins! Forced away from the angle by Hugo Lloris again, but another Villa corner.
Well, Coutinho is completely taken out here by Romero. Great link-up play by the Villa front three. The angle is against Ollie Watkins again. Could he maybe go to the keeper's left? Is he trying to beat him at his near post? Because once again, Lloris's positioning is excellent. He's not going to be beaten. His near post from there.
Digne with a kick. Cleared by Højbjerg. McGinn. Here's Ramsey. Ings! Well, again, he can't get the finish right from close range.
Well, a striker of his experience should be burying this. Just completely mistimes it. As that ball drops on the half volley, should be tucking it home, back across Lloris. There's a really clever little flick on here at the near post. He's onside, has a good view of the goal, and completely messes it up. He's maybe under a bit of pressure from Emerson Royal, but he should be scoring. How many chances are Villa going to miss?
Well, he knows they can't keep affording to pass up these opportunities, Steven Gerrard.
When you're dominating a game, you've got to score. Against a team as dangerous as Tottenham, even more so, because you know they have the ability with one or two passes to get up the pitch, make it 2-0, and it's a long way back.
That loose ball from Eric Dyer suggests that Steven Gerrard have managed to rattle Conte's team. Here's Konsa. Now Ramsey to Watkins.
Well, Romero's the type of defender that when he sees the ball, he feels, I've got to go and win it. And time and again, he's giving away free kicks in dangerous areas. Times the centre-half to stay on your feet.
They took a quick free kick with the intention of releasing Luca Digne, but fortunately for Spurs, Emerson Royal was switched on. Recognised the threat, so nothing comes of it. Highlight of his reign so far, probably the win here against Leicester. They've only beaten two teams above them here at Villa Park in Gerrard's reign. Brighton being the others. Brighton slipping above Aston Villa today. Here's Cash. Now Ramsey. Watkins. Højbjerg. Here's Kulusevski.
See Højbjerg there just calling for a bit of calm, bit of composure. Wants his team just to enjoy a bit of possession, take the sting out of the match. Again, they give it away.
Ramsey. Here's Coutinho. Broken up by Højbjerg. Now Bentancur. Wins it back for Aston Villa. There's Coutinho. McGinn. Coutinho going for the Hollywood goal.
He's had a positive first half, but that was wildly optimistic. There's a real chance for Tottenham, though, on the counter with Bentancur, who made the wrong choice, tried to slip it to Harry Kane. Overplayed the pass. He really should have gone out to Son to his left. It's clear to see that Aston Villa have dominated this first half. That one defensive mistake, the difference. They've had chances, not taken them.
Dyer. Emerson Royale. It was loose from him, but Watkins could not take advantage. Here's Davis. Reguilon. Dyer. Here's Reguilon, and it took a deflection, and Mings and Martinez between them managed to get it away from danger.
Well, that could have gone anywhere, could easily have dropped into the back of the Villa net. Graham Scott plays a great advantage because Digne definitely committed a foul on the far side of the pitch, but Tottenham had the ball, were going forward. Takes a deflection, Mings touches it as well. Martinez does well just to get his chest on that ball to turn it away. That's the danger for Villa dominating the game, but the threat is still there from Tottenham.
Well, Mings had to be sure, even at the cost of causing his goalkeeper a bit of a problem, but Martinez is okay again as Villa look to defend this corner kick, which Son, their goal scorer, will take. Højbjerg blocked by Coutinho. Davis aiming to keep it alive. Kane keeping it in. Away by Mings. Reguilon. Davis. Kane. Ming and McGinn under pressure. Leave to win the free kick. Best spell Spurs have had, really, since their goal.
Just relieve some of the pressure they've been under.
Reguilon. Luiz. Looking stumbled. Reguilon away to Kane. Højbjerg. Here's Romero. Cleared by Konza, finds his man this time, it's Douglas Luiz. Now Ramsey. A lot of stoppages in this first half, so there will be 5 minutes of additional time. Luis. John McGinn. On by Coutinho and by Ings. Watkins tries to get through, but Ben Davies stays strong.
It's really slick, sharp football from Aston Villa, but it's really good cover from Ben Davies. He has to step in here and deal with Watkins. No, it isn't a foul. John McGinn starts it all off, snapping that ball forward quickly. He's Villa in behind Tottenham, but it's not a foul.
Here's Dyer. Too wide of Emerson Royal, who started the season as a teammate of Philippe Coutinho when they were both at Barcelona together.
And the scoreline is clearly going to disappoint Steven Gerrard, but his team's performance has been excellent. The way they've stepped on to Tottenham, the chances they've created. And the disappointment will be that defensive error from Konza and then not taking the chances that they fashioned.
Well, they have conceded, puts Villa in the red now. It's one more goal conceded than they have scored this season, although Ings has done his best to cancel out that negative with 2 opportunities, which fell to him already in this first half. Here's Luis. Now Ramsey. Luca Digne swinging it across. Dyer gets to it. Cash! And grabbed at the second attempt.
Well, this is what Steven Gerrard wants from his fullbacks. Digne high up the pitch, providing. Cash following in. Getting on the end of the break of the ball. He's slightly fortunate again, Lloris. He mistimes his dive, but as that shot comes in, there's no Villa attacker following the shot in. Got to do that. They've got Watkins in there, Ings as well. As soon as Cash pulls his foot back, you've got to follow the ball in.
Cash, who has got an eye for a goal. 3 this season. Mings. Digne. There was a call from the keeper, but Romero decided he couldn't take the risk. Coutinho did get a touch on its way through. Villa corner.
Well, the pressure remains on, the chances keep coming, and Villa really don't want half-time. The way that they're playing, forcing the issue, making all the chances, and Tottenham really hanging on.
Luca Digne's corner. Met by Romero. Ramsey seemed to be first to it and was dragged down by Kulusevski.
It's a challenge that Kulusevski just simply doesn't need to make. He's complaining there wasn't a lot in it, but just stay well away from Ramsey. He's running away from goal. Just stay on your feet, don't make contact at all, you're just piling pressure on.
Well, scrutiny now turns to the penalty area. The line laid down for Kulusevski to stand behind, and Philippe Coutinho aiming to work his magic from a free kick that might offer Villa their last opportunity to equalise in this first half. And Lloris keeps it out for now. And is relieved to have both hands on it again.
Well, he just about keeps this out. That's been the story, really, of the first half, is Lloris keeping Aston Villa out. Once it's flat and whipped in by Coutinho like that, so difficult for the keeper. to get to that near post quickly because there's so much pace on the ball. Does ever so well to save that.
Well, it has been a busy first half for Hugo Lloris, keeping Spurs in it after Son Heung-min gave them a brilliant start with a fine third-minute goal. But McGinn and Ramsey and Cash have all tested Lloris, and Danny Ings has seen two close-range efforts go wide as Villa have given it their all. But at half-time at Villa Park, it is Aston Villa 0, Tottenham 1.
You'll never